So, robes. Robes at open gatherings and rituals and magical gatherings. Are they necessary? Are they needed? What's my thoughts on that? Paul asked me to give it a bit of thought. So I did. And that's something unusual for me, believe me. But here's my thoughts. Do you need a robe at a ritual? No. Well, you want me to tell you a bit more? Okay, my feeling, and it is just my opinion for what it's worth, is that you don't need a robe and all the fancy accoutrements to be in place in a ceremony. To worship your gods, to honour your gods and the goddesses and the spirits of the place, or mark the turning of the wheel, what's more important is your intent, and your intent to do whatever you're there to do. It doesn't matter what you're wearing to do that. Gods and goddesses do not care, in my opinion, whether you're wearing a fancy blue robe with nice stitching and a fancy clasp, and whether you've got the staff and the big pentagram and all those accoutrements. So unless you're wearing them to prove that you are more pagan than someone else, then you don't really need to wear them. Now, if you're comfortable wearing them, and that's what you wear to get into your sort of spiritual place, then that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I know people that do, and it's cool. I don't tend to wear my robes at general open rituals. I wear a hood, it's cold and wet. I wear a raincoat, a mac. I wear a jumper when it's windy. It doesn't matter. My spirituality shines through any amount of clothing. You don't need the fancy robes in order to be spiritual. That said, I don't have a problem with robes, and I don't have a problem with wearing them. And I do think there are times when dressing up in sort of ceremonial robes is very important or more apt. If you're doing more ceremonial magic, or you've got some kind of important ceremony in your group, then yeah, it's great to dress up and honour each other in that way, if that's what you want to do. It could become a bit of a uniform though, can't it? And I have a bit of an issue with uniforms, but that's just me. But robes at ceremonial magic, when you're using all the right tools and the right words, and I think that kind of works better. But standing on a hill on a windy, rainy winter's day, if you are wearing a raincoat and gloves and Wellington boots, you can be just as spiritual, and the gods will appreciate you just as much as if you're standing there freezing your nuts off in a thin cotton robe because you think you look good. Does that answer your question, Paul? Cheers, guys.